Hello, happy Sunday. This is Miss Jones with Legacys Little Luxuries. I am bringing you today a Dollar Tree flower wreath or wall decoration idea. You can make this for Valentine's or springtime. And I decided to go ahead and pre-fold everything so the video will go by a little bit faster. But this was my first one that I had made. And I just added my own feathers and I painted over the doilies. See that? Turned out really pretty. And the only issue people are having is how to apply the doilies. So this is what I'm going to do for you on live video. The final flower will be posted as a slideshow because I'm painting some of the doilies already and they are off to dry. Okay, so you're going to need 24 large petals, 24 medium petals, 24 small petals, and then 5 little regular petals from the Dollar Tree. They are paper doilies. They come in a 32 pack. You need 3 packs, so that's $3. You have to take each and every one of them and pull them apart because they stick together. After you pull every one of them apart, the real little ones, you're going to save just a couple of them, okay? You don't have to pull all those apart. Just save a couple of these for the end of the video here, which will be the center of the flower. Quickly, I'm going to go over. This is what a cone would look like. This is the front. This is the back. Now, all you have to do is put it in front of you and find one of these right here. Okay, see where that is located? And that's where you start your cone, right here. Follow the guide. And then each and every one of them will look like this. You have the option to tape or to glue. And what I do is I glue. I can do it a lot quicker. But a lot of people don't like to work with hot glue because of the strands, and I don't blame them. But I can hot glue. I have a very nice glue gun, has a small tip. So, yep, each and every one of these were glued, except for the third size smaller, but I'll show you that in a minute. Anyhow, you're going to have 24 of these to start with. Now, the thing you're going to need is an 11-inch circle. And what I did was I found something that was going to be about 11 inches in circumference, which was a pie plate. You'll see that in the slideshow. And I took a pizza box. And what I did was I traced a circle, cut it out, and I traced another circle so it'd be a little bit thicker. On the back, I have already used some of the really super small doilies and just covered it so you wouldn't see the pizza design. And then I added my logo, and then all I did was add a handle. You really want to do your back side first because when you start doing the front, it's going to poof out. And if you forgot to put something on the back, you're going to have to flip it upside down, and you're going to smush it. You don't want to smush your doily flower. Anyhow, you find the center, okay? You take your first cone and start at 12 o'clock. Then you take your next cone. Keep it in the center, but put it right next to the 12 o'clock one. Make sure they're facing the right side. Keep it in the center. Always keep this cone in the center. Next one, same thing. Right in the center. You're overlapping these pieces. Okay, you see how I'm doing this? Keep it in the center. You're going to go around twice with these larger doilies. You see that? Now I'm going to take these off and re-glue them. Find where your handle is. Start in the center. Just a dab. Then go to 11 o'clock. Start in the center. Then go to 10 o'clock. Then go to 9 o'clock. Allow the time for the glue to set. You're going to be building up on the center, so you really have to take your time with the glue. See what we're doing so far? Overlapping. You can make it tighter or you can spread it apart. I would suggest make it like this so you go around twice. Okay? Always try to keep it in front of you. So pick it up and move it around. Where's everybody from? I'm from Bay City, Michigan. Love to craft. I'm on Dollar Tree Crafting Ideas on Facebook. And I am the CEO of Legacys Little Luxuries. On Facebook, like my page. Stop in, say hello. Just keep focusing in the center here. You won't see the circle that you drew, but you'll kind of get the idea where it's at. Nothing is perfect. If you make a mistake on this first row, just remember we're going over it, so don't worry about it. If you worry about crafting, then you're not in the right hobby. Hobby is fun. Hobby has no rules or restrictions for crafts. You make up your own rules and restrictions. No right way to do this. It's just the way I'm showing you what I do. You find an easier way or a different way, you have the option of going on YouTube and teaching me what you know. I would like to watch it. I think we're just going to go around once. I tightened it up a bit. See, I changed my mind already. There's no problem with that. Okay, and let this kind of set for a second. And I'm going to find something to press it down with. I think I have my ruler right here. Okay. Just keep right on going. I will be painting this one also, like I did the peacock one, because somebody has requested one of these. And pinkish and purple, kind of springy. So this one's going to be colored when it's finished. Remember, try to always keep it right here in front of you at 12 o'clock while you're spinning it around. This is our last one. This is 24 petals right now. Well, I usually have a hammer to weigh it down. Now, this last thing I did not put on the table before I started broadcasting. It's always something you forget. I craft different projects every day. I do not do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. You'll see people online that just crafts up wreaths, and that's all they do. That's fine, you know, but it's not me. Okay, I see. I'll be able to lift it up for you. See how that is? Look at that. It's already taken shape. It's beautiful. All right. Press down on it a little bit more. Like I said, you're not going to see this center. I'm just going to keep pressing down on it a little bit. Still a little warm, still trying to cool down. If you wear rings and you hot glue, you're going to get strands all over your hands. It's better not to wear rings, but I wear them because these are all the ones that I sell on my business page. So I wear them. I like them. Well, here we go on the next layer. Keeping in mind you're in the center again. You're at 12 o'clock and you're overlapping. And yes, it gets a little bit smaller. Hear my birds chirping. I am in an enclosed room with a sign on the door that says recording. I realized I needed to make one of those when I went live, but the birds can't read it. The cat is downstairs, so I thought about that. I just didn't think about my hammer. Your hammer is cooler, you know, it's cool metal, and it's good weight to press down on something like this. And it won't stick. So you just continue around. Add your glue. I think we'll be going through about 4 sticks of it. Always make sure it's facing the right side up. You know, just eyeball it. You don't need a ruler on something like this. It all will work out for you. You just keep overlapping it and going counterclockwise. And this wreath is light. You don't want to place this outside in the wind. This is an indoor decoration. It's not like deco mesh. This is paper. But it doesn't fray like deco mesh either. Why I like working with it. And for $3, you can't go wrong. You can use a pizza box like I did, or a pizza. Some of them do have a bottom to them before you put them in the oven. It's a cardboard circle. Save them. If you would like to make one of these wreaths, use that. In fact, I think I did use a pizza cardboard circle for my peacock wreath. All right, gonna need another glue stick. Are you with me so far? Just a little bit. Okay, we have a few more left. Like I said, the tedious part is folding all these. You know, once you figure this out, it's not going to be the spiral. It's going to be, oh, I still have more to go to fold. Yeah, but you have to cut deco mesh, what, 400 times. Then you have to get a pipe cleaner for that deco mesh to put on a ring. And then you have to cut the pipe cleaners if you don't want to use a full-size one, etc., etc., etc. This one won't take you about an hour to do if nobody bothers you. And I thank you for being with me this Sunday afternoon. And it's beautiful out here in Michigan. We're having a warm-up right now. People are told not to go out on the ice, but you know there's always those few people that have to go ice fishing. And I guess I can see, you know, how they love their craft, because I consider fishing a hobby, a craft. And, you know, it doesn't matter what kind of weather. They want to be out there doing it every day. Okay, we're back at 12 o'clock, and now we're on to our third 24. We did the 24 large, 24 medium. Now we're on 24 small. And remember, we're keeping just a couple of the little petals. Now, I didn't even glue these. These keep the form just right when you fold them. So, didn't even glue them. Just folded them. And here I go. This is when I'm going to be gluing them. So save yourself some glue. Okay, back to 12 o'clock. Yeah, you have to find some room when you're doing this too. I have this is one of those event folding tables, the 6-foot. That you take with you when you want to set up for events. And this is what's in my craft room. Uh-oh, I hear the cat meowing now too. She probably hears me talking and thinks that I'm talking to her. No, not talking to you. You're outside the door. I think my son let her upstairs. Yeah, he brought home a cat. Somebody was going to take her to the pond. We had a dog, beautiful husky, blue eyes, white fur, named her Starlight Nymeria, and found out that with the allergy medicine that I was taking to tolerate having her in the house, my brain tumor started growing again. I have a brain tumor. That's why I had to retire from the Department of Corrections. Didn't know it at the time. I just knew that a lot of things were happening to me. And I found out later I had a brain tumor. So they went up through my sinus cavity to laser it. And now I had another one growing. Now, this was a few years ago. So taking medication to stabilize it. And then when we got the husky, beautiful husky, AKC registered and everything, I really got sick. She had 3 layers of fur on her. She was shedding constantly, especially with this Michigan weather. Hot one day, cold the next. It's not really good husky weather. It used to be, but not anymore. But anyways, found a lady that would take her that already has a husky male. So we didn't have a dog for a while, and then my son's, I guess he wanted an animal, so he got a cat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, keep her by you, keep her in the basement. I don't want to take any more medications. I want to take enough. I'm not a walking pharmaceutical company. So the cat's grown onto me. She likes me because she sees me most of the time probably, and I do give her snacks, of course. I was teaching her the other day to roll over because every time she would roll over, I would just say, are you rolling over? That's how I taught my dog. My husky was very well trained. And yesterday, she was coming up the stairs, and I said, Elba, can you roll over? And she stopped, and she rolled over. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah, you can't get a cat to do nothing. That was just probably a freak of nature at the time. All right, so guess what? We have come to our end of our spiral. I'm going to let it sit for a minute, and then I'm going to press down on it. Oh my gosh, this turned out really super gorgeous. Wow. What do you think? Look at this. Might want to move it a little bit more. Just like that. Oh, the glue is still warm. Fan it out a bit. Could see it on the camera when I picked it up. Good to have this camera right here, but it clutters my desk. Okay. Alrighty. Your last step is your center. And this is where I say you save some of these little ones. You just place it right in the center. All right. And then you can go from there. You could paint it. You could put a concho, a rhinestone concho in the center. I can't put this one down to show you because I have some of these already painted. But that's what that's how the basic flower is for $3. Just like this. And the back's already just kind of, you know, decorated with the same doilies. But, you know, to give it a clean look. When you're giving this to somebody, or if you're making these, you want your stuff to be professional looking. And let me show you the center of the last one once again. I used this little, it's sparkly, not too much, because I have peacock colors in my living room, and so I didn't want to do a very bright, blingy center, but enough to draw the eye in. But yet, when you look at this, you look at the whole thing. You look at the feathers, you look at the center, you see green, you see blue, you see a little bit of glitter. And then what I did was just when I glued these smaller doilies, I kind of just folded them in, and it kind of just brought it in like a flower when it's starting to open up. And you can play with it and do that. There's nothing wrong with it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to shut down the broadcast. I do not like long 1-hour videos, and I don't think a lot of people out there do, unless you're sitting there eating your snacks or your dinner and drinking coffee. But yeah, my the colors I'm using for mine is going to be a plum ink and some lavender and some pinks. So catch me on the step-by-step slideshow. That would probably come up next later on tonight. I'll be on Facebook Live at 9 o'clock. Dollar Tree Crafts and Ideas. Ask to join. Find me on Legacys Little Luxuries. It's my business page. You can always talk to me in Messenger or, comment under anything that I post. The Shop Now button is on the top of the page where I sell a few of the things I make. Some of the things that I've been working on is the stiletto centerpieces. This is mine, but I can handcraft one. And I can also use real flowers. This is fake, but it's a stiletto. It's a suede stiletto with embroidered roses already on it. I buy the shoes brand new. They come in a pair. Check out my videos on it. It explains more where I get them, how much. In case you want to start learning to do it yourself, I have a slideshow video, and I also have a live video on that. Well, take care. Thank you very much. Happy Sunday. I send my blessings to you and your family.